already. Okay, so the main topic of today is talking about the time signature of 3-4. So the main question is, what is the difference between 3-4 and 4-4? So I'll let you think about it. You might only need a second. So the difference is that 4-4, we had 4 beats in every measure. So remember that a measure is between each of these vertical lines. So before we had 4, and now we have 3. The bottom number hasn't changed, so we still have the quarter note being worth 1 beat. And this actually helps us avoid confusion as well. So once we start moving what note gets 1 beat, things can get a little complicated unless you've mastered 4-4, 3-4, and 2-4 time signatures like that. We call those simple time signatures, by the way. So here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a rhythm. Of course, what else would we be doing today? Okay, does that look okay to you? Does it look like we have enough beats in the measure? And I'll let you think about it for a second. The answer is we actually have too many. So we're going to count them out. We got 1. Then remember that the half note is worth 2 beats, so 2 and 3, and then 4. So we have too many. We can't have 4. That's not good. So we're going to get rid of 4. There we go. So obviously this rhythm is very simple. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to check back with the chat, making sure the stream is still alive. And it is. So good. Love to see that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to write out some of these kinds of notes. Okay, so now we have eighth notes. Do we have the correct amount of eighth notes in this measure? I'll let you think about it, of course. So the answer is, again, we have too many, and actually we only need 6 of them, because remember that if we have 3 beats and there's 2 eighth notes per quarter note or per beat, it's really 3 times 2, which is 6. So we have 6 total eighth notes, but we're going to count them, remember, as 1 and 2 and 3 and. So yeah, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Just like that. Okay. Let's do a combination of rhythms. So here we have a quarter note, and then we're going to have something else. Okay. This will be the last real simple one we do. We'll make it a little bit more complicated on the next one. So we have beat 1, and then what is the rest? How am I going to count out the rest of this measure? Well, we have eighth notes, so we got to do 2 and, if you remember from last time, and then we have beat 3. So 1, 2, and 3 is how we're going to count that. So it's going to go 1, 2, and 3. All right, just going to make sure everybody's good. Everybody is still here, and the stream is holding out. So it looks like whatever I did, I changed a couple of settings, is working a lot better. So I like it. Oops. Okay, here we go. What did I do? Well, we have 2 measures now, right? We have one measure with 3 quarter notes, and then the other one with a quarter note and a half note. So do I have the correct amount of beats for each of those measures? I'll let you think about it just for a second. Well, let's chart it out. So while you think about it, so we have beat 1, we have beat 2, we have beat 3, and then over here we have beat 1 again. Remember, it's not going to be beat 4 since we're in a new measure, and we only have 3 beats in a measure. and then the half note gets beats 2 and 3. So what we have to keep in mind that with the tie, we're tying together beats 3 to beat 1. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Now, this is one I tried to do earlier. So, question. Do I have the correct amount of beats in this measure? While you think about it, well, I guess I have to leave it up on the screen. I was going to, I'm going to check the chat just for a second. I'll bring it back up. So it's actually going to be, actually we do have the correct number of beats, and there we go. So it's going to go 1. Now it's kind of strange, right? Because you would almost expect there to be, well let me walk you through it. So we have beat 1 here. What beat is this quarter note going to hit on? It's going to hit on beat 2, right? No, actually not. Remember that we only have an eighth note here. So it's going to go 1 and that is that all the quarter note's going to take up? No, it actually, remember, has to take up 2 halves of a beat. So it has to take up and 2. So you have 1 and 2 and then this one is 3. And then I guess you could say and. It takes up 3 and. So this one is 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Almost has like a dance beat feel. Also, or a heartbeat, really. That's a little bit better. Oh, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Just like that. Okay, hopefully everybody is still there, and we're just going to do maybe a couple of more examples. Let's check it out. There we go. That's our last example for today. What do? Well, think about it. What kind of note do I have? I have a dotted half note. It's going to take up all 3.